The port of Roosevelt is eerily quiet now. Outside of the occasional semi or wandering sheep, no one is crossing the border. And that's been hard on families, people like Charlie.
In normal times, Charlie would have a short drive if he wanted to visit the rest of his family. He lives not far from that ridge you can see in the distance. Instead, now it's a trip of thousands of miles if he wants to be reunited with his son.
It's pretty crazy because before I could just drive, like I live 7 minutes up the road from here. Now I gotta drive 4 hours to Calgary, get on a plane, fly from Calgary to Denver, then Denver down to Kalispell, and then get Brandy drive up to come pick me up in order just to come see my family.
Charlie asked me to protect his identity because he doesn't want to make it even more difficult to cross the border. When he goes home after seeing Colt and his stepdaughter, he's found it's easier to walk than spend hundreds to fly back.
I get Brandy drop me off, I go across the border, and then I got quarantined for 14 days, and then they call me and check up on me and even send the police to come make sure that I'm following the guidelines for them.
For Brandy Carvey and a dozen others, today was a chance to share frustration and some tears as their Canadian relatives gathered north of the line, a division of politics and pandemic, but not love.
There's Auntie Shelley.
Wave it, Auntie Shelley.
Hi, Auntie
Shelley and Papa.
The pain is deep. Shannon Sellers had only reunited with her Canadian high school sweetheart, who she met at the Kootenai Rodeo.
We kind of did our own separate things, and he got married and had kiddos. I ended up having a kiddo, and we actually got back in contact again in 2019. It was like we never lost touch.
They got engaged 3 months before COVID shut things down.
It's hard. It is definitely extremely hard, especially when you found your person after so many years and then that person just kind of got ripped away.
Now the couple tries to explain what happened, a tough assignment, especially to a 6-year-old.
When she's with her dad, she has to take his phone to bed, and I have to stay on the phone with her until she falls asleep because she just cries.
I love you too!
For sister-in-laws Tammy and Sandy Bozarth, it's the first time they've seen family and a daughter married to a BC man.
It's heartbreaking.
It is very heartbreaking.
You know, you're so close to him and you can't get over there.
So that sign's pretty true today, huh?
It is, yep, absolutely. We have cousins too in Fernie that we haven't been able to see. So it's hard. It's hard for everybody.
It's the Tobacco Valley, no matter which side of this imaginary line you're on. And like my grandparents live right there. They're 200 yards from here. And we haven't seen them in over a year now. My aunt lives there. Haven't seen her in over a year now.
We're just hoping for essential travel, that they deem family essential, that grandparents don't have to fly halfway around, the states to get here, and maybe that Canada will lessen quarantine a little bit just so that the families can be together, because as of right now, there's no way. I own a business, so I can't travel for the 14 days they need up there. And his dad works, so he can only come down every 5 to 6 weeks for a visit, and it's not a long one,
It's brutal because I basically got to choose what side of family I want, either my family in Canada or family down here, and then it's my livelihood's at stake.
People go to work up there. People come to work down here. And this imaginary line has completely divided it. For what reason, I don't know.
What's it like to look across there and see your loved ones?
It's hard watching my kids cry. Very hard.
My jacket!
On the Montana-BC border, Dennis Bragg, MTN News.